Greetings, my fellow space adventurers, and welcome to Void Crew. I'm Professor Giggles, and I thought I would do a little mission playthrough video in this gem of a space game I found recently, which as of today is still in early access on Steam. But I really like what I'm seeing so far, and I think it has great potential. I like it so much, in fact, that I thought I'd try to show you guys how to play, and I figure a good way of doing that is to record myself playing a mission and explain what I do. The game does have a tutorial, which I do recommend you play, but if that wasn't enough for you, or if you just couldn't be bothered, or if there's some other reason you're here asking the question of how to spaceship, how to void crew essentially, I hope you'll stick around, and I will do my best. So, it's a 4-player co-op game, as of right now anyway, and we've come down into this neat little multiplayer hub. Right here, you've got your unlocks, your gene tree, which are skill points you can spend. You'll earn these as you level up, and all your cosmetics, which you also earn as you complete your missions. Here we have the mission board, the galaxy map. I'm gonna find me a mission. I think a simple 2-stage mission might be alright. That's for a hollow prism. I wonder if I can do that. Yeah, we'll go for it, and a download. So I'm gonna activate that, and then I need to go up there and take a seat to start the mission. First I want to select my ship, that's over here. Now, the most recent update added the lone sentry, which is really good if you're a single player, because it has these brain benediction auto turrets, which is the only weapon right now that will target enemies automatically. It does require quite a lot of power though, but we'll get to that. But if you're a single player, pick the lone sentry. So we'll come up here and we will get our mission started. Send me to the ship. Right, here we are.
Insert me in the central computer cradle.
The first thing we always have to do is insert the homunculus into the central computer cradle, as it were, and then power on the ship. Lovely stuff. Now, the first thing I always like to do is I'll come down here, turn on the basic life support system. You're gonna need that, because if you don't, there's not gonna be any air in the ship. Right, this is the engine room, and you're gonna come down here quite a few times during a mission. First thing I like to do is charge all the thrusters. These are small engine boosts that you can use from the bridge. Quite handy to have in combat if you need to perform some evasive maneuvers. Also, we will go ahead and charge up the void drive. You can calibrate it to increase its charging rate by 700%, I believe it is, temporarily. It has a long cooldown though, so I recommend saving this for when you need it. I'm not gonna enhance it now. The engines require quite a bit of maintenance, so occasionally things with them will go wrong, and this panel will light up and tell you what's gone wrong. If it's a small pip, round one, it's one of these things. They're located all over the engine room, and if it's a long one like this, it's a handle. So you need to come down here occasionally, sort out the engines. Up here we've got the gravity scoop, really neat for getting ships in and out of the ship. It's an item exchange and a tractor beam essentially. This is one of the brain auto turrets. I can turn it on here, and if you look at the top left corner, you'll see it takes 4 power. I'm sitting at 1 power out of 7 right now. It goes up to 5 now, which means if I turn on my other turret,
Power grid overload. Circuit breakers under pressure.
I overloaded my power grid, which means these will go offline and force ship systems to go offline until a player can get up here and flip the breaker on again. So try not to draw too much power. This right here is my power generator. I can calibrate it to overcharge it temporarily, and that will give me 2 additional power. Very handy for when you need it to power an additional system. This is a manual turret that I can control. I might use that. Here we've got our item rack. Different ships loadouts will start with items already in the rack. This one starts with a hull repair plate, which is used if I have a major hull breach. One of these is required to fix it. Minor hull breaches can be fixed by hand, doesn't require materials. You do, however, of course have to go outside of the ship to fix them. This is the fabricator. This is where we can recycle materials and produce new ship subsystems to add. More power generators is a good thing on this ship, I've found. Adding 2 or 3 more power generators will allow me to power both the guns. And yeah, you can also make ammunition, more hull repair plates, decoy signatures, stuff like that. Things you're gonna need. Weapon modifications. Lovely stuff. Now, here we've got the astral map. This is essentially the navigation room. And we are going to select a jump target.
Jump target locked.
You'll also often see that you get optional objectives in here. These you can do these to get additional resources for your ship to get more subsystems. They're not required, but well, you might have a better chance of succeeding in the mission if you do them. So we're going to turn the ship on. I already charged the void drive, and we're gonna go ahead and take off.
3, 2, 1.
Very pretty wormhole.
2, 1.
Here we are.
The Hollow monitor all human movement in the systems they occupy. They do this using prisms, large subspace sensors that pick up void jump signatures across immense stretches of space.
Right.
Our doctrine stipulates that we must strike any hollow strategic asset we come across. We shall shatter these prisms.
Right, so my target is one of these prisms. It will be shielded by various nodes,
Jump signature detected.
and I need to take out the shield nodes before I can destroy the prism. But the first thing I like to do is hit tap, and that will put a mark on my points of interest. There's a void jump signature over there. That's a hollow ship jumping in. It's 3.4 kilometers away, so I'm not worried about that. I wouldn't worry about something that unless it's less than 2 kilometers away. They're not gonna see me. Up here we see 2 unscanned signatures that are white. These are containers. So I will go ahead and fly in that general direction and maybe pick up some more materials with which I can upgrade my ship. We do get a bit close to these guys though. What are they? Ah, it's the prism already. Okay, it could get difficult. It could get difficult. Right. Now, down at the right hand corner we can see I've got 4 icons with flames on them. Those are my thruster boosts, and they all 4 lit up, which shows that I've got 4 uses of them available to me. It also shows the engine trim level. Right now it's fully green. However, it will over time, some of these pips will turn red, and I have to go down to the engine room to perform some maintenance. make sure the engines function correctly. Apparently the engines are a piece of crap that likes to go wrong. And top left corner I see my health. I also see my available alloys and my biomass. I've got 25 biomass. Biomass is used to regenerate me if I die or if I take damage. So we've got our containers right here. I'm gonna pop down into the gun and shoot them. Like so. Turn off the gun again, I don't need it right now, and I'll put on the gravity scoop. Gravity scoop is the tractor beam. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with that apparently. I'm gonna turn on the auto turret.
Power network overloaded. Circuit breakers maxed
I've
out.
overloaded my
Consider
power
reducing power
network.
consumption.
I'm gonna turn off the ship.
Power network operating within safe parameters.
I think I took it out. Excellent. Right. Items. It didn't drop anything. Items are over here. The gravity scoop is on the left hand side of the ship. There we are. Pick that up for me, please. Thank you.
Gravity scoop has retrieved an item.
Right. While I sort that out, I just want to go slowly in this direction, so I'm gonna hit set and toggle the cruise controls.
Gravity scoop is full.
The gravity scoop is full. I got some biomass that goes up here in this.
Biomass added to ship's stores.
That is again used for if a player dies or if you take damage, you can go into these things and heal up. Unused biomass will be converted to additional experience for you at the end of the mission. And I got a minor alloy cluster. These are only used for recycling, so I will go ahead and do that. And the materials get added to the ship system.
Alloys added to
Ship stores, as it were, indeed. Alright, let's see about taking on that prism. So, it's got a beam right now that's connecting it to one of these shield nodes. I'm gonna have to take that out first. So, if I scan a target, I can now lock it. Locking the target on board this ship means that the automatic turrets will prioritize that target. It's also really handy to have if you're playing multiplayer, because your gunners will get a targeting reticle which show them generally where they need to shoot to hit the target. So if you're the captain of the ship, please use this function. Just lock the targets that you want your gunners to shoot at. It makes their life a lot easier. So we're gonna have to power on the cannon. We are in combat.
Prioritize destroying the smaller shield projectors.
I will overload the generator, turn off the life support system, because I need the power for the second cannon.
The reinforcements will arrive soon.
And I'm just gonna turn around.
Anomalous jump signature detected.
The second gun is on the back of the ship, and its firing arc is not great. So I generally want my enemies behind me. got incoming fighters, plenty of them. I think I'm just gonna prioritize the shield nodes though. I don't want to deal with the fighters right now. Alright, now we need to focus fire on the prism. Do what damage we can before the shield comes back on. I've got incoming fire as well, and mines. I want to take out the mines. Let's deal with some of these fighters before we get overwhelmed. I'll take the target off the prism. That is a lot of fighters, I have to say. They're not making it easy for me this time. Come on. Right. They do like to target those. Take that thing out, thank you. And we're gonna go for the shield node now. Now you see there's a yellow icon that has shown up on the outside of the ship. That's a minor hull breach. I can tell because it's one line through a diagonal square. Oh, it put up another shield again, didn't it? Alright, I'm gonna use a thruster. You can also see my engines are in need of maintenance at the moment. I don't really have time to deal with it though, so it will just have to do. Alright, let's go for the prism.
Power system is operating above capacity, and one of the circuit breakers has
okay.
been tripped.
I'm out of power. My temporary power boost from the generator's gone off. So I'm gonna have to tend to the circuit breakers. We will turn this off for now.
System now running within power network
And reset the breaker.
Cruise mode disabled.
We've got an incoming frost morph. I want to take that out. Come on. That jerk. Okay, fine. Engage the cruise control, and I'm gonna have to take it out manually because it's put itself outside of the arc of my automatic turret. There we go.
Warning. Large anomalous jump signature detected.
Good.
Cruise mode offline.
I think we're good to make another attack run on the prism. Right now, if you look at the bottom left corner, you'll see that I'm freezing to death. It's minus 40 degrees in here. So I do need to turn the life support system back on. That frost morph messed me up quite badly. Let's turn off the life support system and boost it as well. And that should put the temperature back to 21 degrees. Excellent. Perfectly livable now. Now, which node is powering the shield? I don't see it. Might be one on the other side. Oh, it's not got shields on actually. Now it does, of course.
Hostile reinforcement caller is broadcasting for help. Destroy it before it finishes. We're too late. The reinforcements will arrive soon.
Let's see, it's only fighters for now. I'm not too worried about that. I'd be much more worried if it was a bomber or a destroyer. I'm gonna use my last boost to get
All thruster boosts depleted.
a firing angle on this shield node. Alright. I might be turning a bit too sharp. They're taking some hits, but that is okay. I'm gonna overcharge my power generator, turn off the life support, and we can put on the second gun. Shield is back on. Let's see, my guns are not targeting the shield node. I think there's something in the way. My engines are absolutely broken. Wish I had time to take care of that, but I don't feel I do.
Helm cruise mode disengaged.
Are they just not going to shoot it? There we go. Good. Take out the prism, please. This should finish it off before I could put on shield again, I hope. Come on. No. There we go. That objective is completed. Loot. Right. I do want the loot, so
Helm cruise mode enabled.
I'm gonna toggle on the cruise mode and enable my gravity scoop.
Power grid overload. Circuit breakers under pressure.
Take off the second turret so I don't overload.
Power network tolerance. Helm cruise mode disengaged.
Oops, I'm on the wrong side of that. Swing around. I don't think I need those heavy caliber rounds. However, things you don't need can be recycled into things you do need. So, it's never wrong to pick them up. Unless, of course, you're being shot at a lot. And I need to empty the scoop. I'm just gonna throw things down here in the general direction of where they need to go. We'll deal with the cleanup later. There was one more item. That one. That is the last item. Any enemies in range? Those are getting kind of close.
Helm cruise mode activated.
We have what we need though, so I can set my course for the next objective. I'm gonna charge up my void drive. I'm also gonna turn this on. Basic life support on, and the turret is off. Gravity scoop can be turned off as well. We'll just pop these items in the rack so they don't fly all over the ship when I warp jump. Biomass goes in here.
Biomass added to ship stores.
Jump is charging. And then we need to perform a bit of engine maintenance once we've jumped.
Inertia effect imminent.
Now, the Reclaimer is arriving in a few seconds, so you're essentially on a timer. A Reclaimer is a massive ship that will come in and murder you. So you do have to finish a mission before it arrives.
3, 2, 1.
Or rather, finish your objective.
Located an ancient facility in this sector. You are tasked with investigating the facility and retrieving anything of value. Approach the facility. You must assess its state.
Very well. However,
Jump signature detected.
first we need to perform a bit of maintenance. Quite a few things broke in that battle. That is fixed. There's another one over here. And I need to head outside to fix the hull breach.
Airlock open.
Put on my spacesuit.
F-type has left the ship.
And we just tap F.
Hull repaired.
And that'll
Integrity above
fix the
90%.
hull breach. We're still above 90% health, so even though it was a bit of a harsh battle, I'm not really worried about it. Can we make anything useful? I'll go ahead and recycle this ammunition. I don't need heavy caliber. Not for this mission anyway.
Alloys added to ship stores.
This can be recycled as well. I got some light caliber ammunition. I might need that. And I got an epic blank animus crate. These are fairly rare. They can be used to build some of the best components in the game. I don't think I've unlocked any rank 3 weapons yet. No, I haven't. I can at most make a rank 2. But I will... well... what's the best use for it? Maybe I will make myself a gun. Nah. I think with this ship, with the automatic turrets that require so much power, the better use of them might just be to make more power generators. I think that's the way to go. This ship type is rather starved for power. So we will go ahead and put one here. I forgot to take my jetpack off. Okay. Everything is running. Things that I want anyway. And the jetpack thing is back. Apparently my jetpack overlay is bugged. That sometimes happens. They might fix that. Just gonna have to deal with that. There are containers over there which I could go for to get additional materials, but I'm not really concerned about it. I think I'll just go ahead and go for the objective.
Helm cruise mode online.
I'll put it into cruise mode as I tend to the engines. So, all manners of things have gone wrong down here. I will engage my boosters again, so I've got those in case I need them. And we're gonna turn some valves, flip some levers to restore the engines to normal. There's two more things that are lit up. There's one up here. And the last one is here. Everything is fixed. We're looking ship shape.
Helm cruise mode offline.
Oh. That's a bit annoying, that UI bug, but I'm sure that'll be fixed sooner or later. I've got incoming enemies, and I do believe they've seen me. I'm gonna engage the cruise control, and I'm gonna put on the turret. I have the power to run my own turret as well. I think they're out of range though. It's gonna be difficult to hit them from here. Yeah. I think the better way of doing that
Anomalous jump signature detected.
is to let the auto turret deal with it. That should do it, and we are within range of our objective. Lovely stuff.
Behold, a treasure trove of ancient data left behind by the progenitors. What secrets does it hold? Could the stored information show the way to the garden? At the very least, it might bring us one step closer.
The communications relay seems intact. The facility power plant is functional but must be brought back online.
You must EVA to the facility and start the power plant. You'll need power fuses for the plant's power couplings.
So this little asteroid base has some fuel tanks or something right here. I can destroy these and I can get items out of them. So I will go ahead and do that. We're gonna well, take this off. Power on a scoop.
Anomalous jump signature detected. Retrieve an item. Hollow summoner units have been detected. If they notice you, eliminate them.
Summoner?
To ship stores.
Where is the summoner? It's 6 kilometers out. I'm not worried about that. I'm slightly worried about that though. Heavy fighters. Are they coming my way? I will turn the ship around slightly to get them within the general firing arc of my automatic cannons. I'm gonna turn off the ship to, or rather the helm, to have a bit more power available. These are the power fuses I will need for to get inside the asteroid base. This can be turned off. We're gonna turn on this gun. And what else is on? We can turn this off. We can turn off the life support system as well. We're not gonna be aboard the ship, and that allows us to power both the guns. What am I shooting at? Who has found me? Apparently the turrets dealt with it. Excellent. Yep,
Warning.
I think we're
Large
ready to go.
anomalous jump signature detected. Airlock open.
Chuck these in the general direction of the base. It was a bit of a mistake that I picked these up with the gravity scoop, but oh well, here we are. So where's the entrance? It is there. Now, at the bottom left corner we can see that I'm down to 92% oxygen right now. Using my jetpack will spend the oxygen faster, and the dash will also spend a bit of oxygen. So I'll try and preserve my oxygen a little bit, otherwise I have to go back to the ship and just get in the airlock, close it and pressurize, and that will refill the oxygen. For now, we do have power.
Online. Now activate the comm relay to download the data from the progenitor data store.
I will fly up here and indeed turn on the power relay.
Success. The relay is attempting to establish a long-range connection with a progenitor network.
Alright.
A massive spike in radio emissions is sure to attract attention. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
The data download is ongoing, and I can speed it up by fixing these things.
To repair these, the effectiveness of the relay should increase, speeding up the process.
Indeed.
Keep the relay repaired in case it takes more damage.
There's one more down here. I think that's the last one. Also, these asteroid bases often have guns that you can man from a station such as this. So I will go ahead and man these guns, because I've got lots of incoming enemies, and that'll help just deal with these guys. My ship is also targeting them, the automatic guns that is. And now it's just a matter of defending this asteroid base while the download goes on. It's at 20% now.
Anomalous jump signature detected.
I'm down to 71% oxygen. I may have to eventually... I should have enough oxygen for the duration of this battle. Only fighters for now, not a huge threat. Do we have anything else? There's a frost morph coming in. It doesn't do any actual damage, so it's a limited threat as long as I'm not on board the ship. I can also switch between the turrets aboard the asteroid base by pressing C, the toggle viewpoint button. That frost morph has positioned itself below the asteroid base, so I cannot get at it. I'm just going to ignore it. It might be targeting a lure which is inside the base. I think that's what's happening here. That's fine, as long as it's distracted. It's not a threat to me. We will shoot in the general direction of the enemies. That takes care of that. Download is at 60%. We're doing well. Unless something horrible jumps in. I don't think so though. This is just a normal mode. Normal difficulty. That doesn't mean, however, that you won't see some big and scary ships. It can happen. Sometimes you just get unlucky.
Anomalous jump signature detected.
More fighters, I suspect. I'm down to 48% oxygen. It'll probably take me about 15% to get back to the ship from here, I think. So I should be good for a while yet. I'm not too worried about it. It is just one of those things you have to pay attention to. You probably don't want to get run out of oxygen. It's a bad time. In the coldness of space. Download is nearly completed now. Yes, I am going to go ahead and make my way back to the ship. I could pick up more materials from here for some additional experience upon mission completion, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to finish the mission. I think you get the idea of what you need to do to play this game. There we are, safe within our airlock. Unsuit. Right. Turn off the guns. Turn on the life support system. Charge the void drive. And set the destination for home. And it is time to make a tactical retreat. Just gonna engage the cruise mode. Oh, I did set it. We're ready to jump then, as soon as it's charged. And that should be the mission successfully completed.
3, 2, 1.
So, as I mentioned, surplus alloys and biomass will be converted into experience upon the mission completion. Got some gene points, got a common loot box. And yeah, that's just about it. Thank you for watching, and I hope this little video was helpful to you. Take care in space.